More players are jumping into the battle over the future home of the Browns. Today, Cuyahoga County leaders weighing in, saying the Browns should stay in their current home on the lake.
This isn't about Cleveland versus Brook Park. This is about downtown. This is about everybody's downtown.
Ronayne says not only does the math not add up, moving to a new dome stadium in Brook Park, it'd also be a huge blow to hotels, restaurants, bars, small businesses that have invested in downtown. By the way, today was the deadline for the Browns to respond to Cleveland's proposal to renovate the current stadium, and so far, nothing. As that stadium debate heats up, thousands of people are in town for the American Society of Association Executives annual meeting. These are decision makers who plan where to host future conventions and professional gatherings. News 5 anchor David Maloney went to the Huntington Convention Center to find out if a dome stadium would be better for business.
Convention planners and vendors with the American Society of Association Executives have spent days seeing what Cleveland has in terms of meeting spaces and hospitality.
Well, we definitely look for a city that has all the ingredients.
The ASAE projecting 20% of its attendees will book a meeting or conference in Cleveland in the next 5 years, bringing anywhere from $200 to $500 million in economic impact.
And so that's why having the people here is so exciting for us, because they can see it, touch it, feel it.
Monday, I asked leaders about the ongoing Brown Stadium debate, the city offering a financial package for an overhaul on the lakefront, and the Browns releasing plans of a proposed $2.4 billion new domed stadium in Brook Park. Is a covered stadium a better draw?
Does that open it up to having more business come to the city of Cleveland, more mega events? Maybe a Super Bowl?
There's lots of issues, financial and otherwise, that will come into play. One of those things, as you mentioned, is what types of events can be held in a dome facility, a non-dome facility.
Dr. Michael Edwards, an associate professor of sport management at North Carolina State, says new covered stadiums in cold weather states are popular.
It certainly is going to allow you to stage multiple events, certainly get more use out of the facility.
Ranging from concerts to trade shows. And what about securing the big game? Edwards says the NFL takes notice.
They certainly like to incentivize teams.
Minneapolis, Indianapolis, and Detroit have all hosted Super Bowls, domes, and retractable roofs on those facilities. But Edwards warns the economic impact of hosting the Super Bowl isn't always what it's cracked up to be.
Over and over, we see a much more modest economic return to communities for hosting those types of events. So it's something we have to weigh.
One ASAE vendor telling me there's pros and cons to both stadium proposals, and fans should always be the focus.
Covering up a stadium or moving it out to the suburbs, I think you would lose the vibrance of your city. I think you'd lose the culture that you kind of started here in Cleveland.
Damon Maloney, News 5.